morning, students. How are you? I hope you have done your homeworks. In the last lesson, we had seen that in a forest there lived a deer, a special kind of a deer. It has a golden body and silver colored horns and a shining black legs. One day, when he was wandering in the jungle, he heard a sound of a man. Somebody was crying for help. He ran towards him and he saw that a man was drowning in Ganga. The deer swam towards the man and saved his life from drowning in the river. He took him to his house. The man was a merchant and he was from Varanasi. After a few days, the man went back to his own home. One night, the queen of Varanasi saw a dream. In her dream, she saw a golden deer. She said about this to the king. She asked the king to bring the deer to her. Now we will read the remaining part of the story. In a few days, the man got back in his strength and wanted to leave. The deer said, "You must promise me two things before you leave. First, you should not tell anyone about having seen me. Secondly, you should not bring anyone here to see me." The man promised to do so. See, when he was going back to his own town, the man promised to the deer that he will not say about the deer to anyone. And the second thing, he will not bring anybody here to see the deer. Then the deer took him to the road leading to Varanasi and left him there. The merchant went to Varanasi. Around that time, one night, the queen of Varanasi had a dream. In her dream, she saw a golden deer which talked like a human being. The next morning, she went to the king and told him of her dream. "If there is such a deer in this country, I want him," she said. The king called his men and said, "There is a golden deer somewhere in this country. I want him here. I shall give a big reward. I shall give a big reward to the man who helps us get the golden deer." What is the meaning of reward? It is given in the next page. A reward means something given in return for some good deed. Something given in return for some good deed. The king's men went about looking for the deer. The merchant who had reached Varanasi by then heard about the reward. So he went to the king and said, Your Majesty, I know where the golden deer lives. Then lead me there, said the king. Children, see what did this merchant done here. He went to the king and he said that he knows where the golden deer lives. He promised the deer that he will not say anybody about the deer. And one more thing he told. He will not bring anyone here in the jungle. But here you see, he is not keeping his promise. Then lead me there, said the king. The king, along with a large number of the soldiers, went to the jungle. Soldier means member of an army. Soldier means member of an army. He was led by the merchant. As they entered the jungle, the king told his men, Don't allow the golden deer to escape. See what is the meaning of escape? Escape means get away, safety. But don't shoot at him. See the next word, shoot. Shoot means send out arrows, bullets, etc. with force. I want him alive. I want him alive. The deer saw the men closing in. Closing in means moving towards something from all sides. The deer saw the men closing in. He looked around and saw the king. He looked around and saw the king. He ran straight to the king and said, Oh great king. Because this deer can talk. Yes. Oh great king, here I have come before you. Please don't shoot me. The deer told the king that please don't shoot him. No, said the king, I won't hurt you. The king told the deer that no, I won't shoot you. I won't hurt you. Please tell me one thing, O king, said the deer. Please tell me one thing. Who told you where to find me? Who told you where to find me? Please tell me. The king pointed to the merchant and said, I had announced a reward for anyone who could lead me to the golden deer. See, announced. Announced means make known publicity. I had announced a reward for anyone who could lead me to the golden deer. So this man came forward and led me here. This man came forward and led me here. See, here the merchant cheated the deer. There are some people in this world who cheat their friends. See, what's the meaning of cheat? Cheat means behave in a dishonest way. Dishonest. There are some people in this world who cheat their friends. One day I saw this man drowning in the Ganga. Now the deer is saying about the story. One day I saw this man drowning in the Ganga. I saved his life. He promised me that he would never tell anyone about me. Yes, you are remembering, no? He promised at that time when the deer saved the man. He promised that he will not say anybody about the deer. Is that so? Said the king in anger. Now king is so angry because the merchant cheated the deer. Then I'll put him to death. Death means put to death means I'll kill him. Kill. Let him live, said the deer. Let him live. Means don't kill him. Also, please let him have the reward. Please let him have the reward. Reward means gift, you know. And you are very kind and noble, said the king. You are very kind and noble. What's the meaning of noble? Noble means having great qualities. The king said to the deer, you are very kind and noble. What can I do for you? What can I do for you? Please order that no one in your country shall kill or wound any animal or bird. See, what did this kind deer told the king? The deer told the king, please order that no one in your country shall kill or wound any animal or bird. Certainly, said the king, certainly. The deer went with the king to his palace. The queen was overjoyed to see the golden deer to her dream. See, the deer spoke to her for a long time before returning to the jungle. The deer spoke to the queen, for a long time before returning to the jungle. This is the lesson, students. Yesterday, you had written 4 question answers. And the remaining question answers you have to write down in your notebook. Fifth question. What orders did the king give his soldiers on reaching the jungle? What orders did the king give his soldiers on reaching the jungle? Fifth question. On reaching the jungle, the king ordered his soldiers to catch the golden deer alive. On reaching the jungle, the king ordered his soldiers to catch the golden deer alive. There are some people in this world who cheat their friends. Who said this about whom? Why did he say so? The golden deer said this about the merchant. The golden deer said this about the merchant. He said so because he had saved the merchant's life and the merchant did not keep his promise. In this story, you had seen that the merchant did not keep his promise. Why did the king say that the deer was very kind and noble? Why did the king say that the deer was very kind and noble? The deer not only asked the king not to punish the merchant, but also to give him the reward. So the king said the deer was very kind and noble. The deer not only asked the king not to punish the merchant, but also to give him the reward. So the king said the deer was very kind and noble. What did the deer ask the king to do? Did the king agree to do that? The deer asked the king to order that no one in his kingdom should kill or wound any animal or bird. Yes, the king agreed to do that. That's the answer. The deer asked the king to order that no one in his kingdom should kill or wound any animal or bird. Yes, the king agreed to do that. Next question, one more question is there. Do you think the merchant really deserved the reward? Why do you think so? Do you think the merchant really deserved the reward? Why do you think so? Do you think that? Do you think the merchant really deserved the reward? If you think so, why do you think? This question's answer is for you. You have to imagine and write it. The meanings in page number 6, the meanings are given. Word meanings. That you have to learn by heart. And the question answers. You have to write the question answers in your notebook and learn it. Next one is the language study. Read this sentence carefully. One day, the deer was wandering in the jungle when he heard a loud cry. Combine the following pairs of sentences using when. See, first sentence that is already combined it. Now, combine the following pairs of sentences using when. First one. Seema was searching her bag. She found an old photograph. Seema was searching her bag. She found an old photograph. See the example, students. One day the deer was wandering in the jungle when he heard a loud cry. We joined two sentences with the word when. One day the deer was wandering in the jungle. That is the first sentence. Second, he heard a loud cry. And joined these two sentences into one. One day the deer was wandering in the jungle when he heard a loud cry. After the first sentence, don't give any comma, any full stop. Now it is only one sentence, not two sentences. These two sentences are joined into one with the word when. Like that. These two sentences you have to join with the word when. Seema was searching her bag, full stop. She found an old photograph. That is the second sentence. Like that, next one. The king was looking for the golden deer. Full stop. The deer appeared before him. That is the second next sentence. So you can join it, I think. First sentence you have to join like this. Seema was searching her bag when she found an old photograph. Seema was searching her bag when she found an old photograph. Seema was searching her bag when she found an old photograph. Don't put any comma or any full stop in between. Second, the king was looking for the golden deer. Full stop. The deer appeared before him. Two sentences. The king was looking for the golden deer. Full stop. The deer appeared before him. Can you make it with can you combine it using with when? The king was looking for the golden deer when the deer appeared before him. We are removing only the full stop. And the deer, we will not start that word with a capital letter. We have to write the small letter. The king was looking for the golden deer when the deer appeared before him. Okay, 3 more sentences are there. Like this, you have to combine these sentences using with the when. This is your today's homework. See you in the next class. Thank you.